From the great halls of their house, there are assembled three who hope to one day be the world's greatest driving heroes. Created from the cosmic legends of the universe comes our team captain, the Vision, Bill Fisher. Their soon-to-be Wonder Woman, Vicki Fisher. Our Captain Marvel and head flight trainee, Jennifer Skripchuk. And our Batman, the master of tools, gadgets, and all things mechanical, our mild-mannered soon-to-be billionaire, Alan Danvers. Their mission, to fight injustice, share what is right and wrong, to get you out of your house and come out racing with them, and serve all mankind. They are the Garage Heroes in Training Team. Dominating with Dawson.
Captain's Log Supplemental.
So, Miss Vicki.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember when we were watching those WRL events and some of those grid life events where you used to see the in-car video and it had like the cameras seeing front and back, but it also could see all the telemetry and everything that was going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know, most of the ones that we liked were taken by the Sentinel system. Remember James came on our podcast earlier?
Right.
You know, we have no excuse since he lent us one for trial and demonstration purposes. We should actually probably put that in one of our cars. Maybe two.
I really think we should.
I think we should.
I know.
Because then we'd look like the immature endurance racing team that we are. Oh, wait, I mispronounced that, didn't I? Sorry, my bad. We could
So what does the
have,
Sentinel system do?
we could have 3 cameras with picture-in-picture. We could have, if we ever get the AIM system to work, open invitation to anybody from AIM to come on and give us a little bit of love. We need some help. And then we could have all our telemetry on there. And then we can have it streamed live into the paddock or around the world to our millions of fans. We're apparently very popular in Kenya right now. Don't know why, but that's fine. And it can integrate all the available race statistics from like Race Hero and everything. So we could actually see how we're doing on video. We wouldn't even have to carry around our phone anymore. Live.
I love it.
Reporting live from the new Dominating with Dawson with new draw, Ben Dawson's place.
That's awesome.
Awesome Dawson.
Awesome
That's right.
Dawson.
With new jaw in place.
Exactly.
Mhm.
We have Miss Vicki and Miss Jeremy
Mm-hmm.
as well.
Yeah.
I'm here.
You are.
Hey.
Santa Claus is in town. So, ladies, we have done our goals episode, and we had some listeners write in with goals.
That's
Mhm.
awesome. Love it.
I thought that we could congratulate them for having goals for one thing, and go over some of them.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Give them some support and maybe even a comment or two.
Absolutely.
So, listener Charlie writes in and said that he heard on some podcast that a freaking minivan is coming back to NJMP and they're looking for drivers. And he said he wasn't going to be a spectator for a third year, so here's his chance. I believe we were referring to the Vannenball opportunity.
Yeah. That's cool. So he's talking about his goal is moving from spectating to participating, correct?
Exactly. He's done several of the Lemons rallies, but he's never been on track in if you're going to go on track, the Vannenball is a perfect place to go.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great. I fully support this goal. Everybody should get out there and go wheel to wheel if you even think it might be for you, because it is a blast.
I mean, the worst thing comes to worst, you get out of it and say, nah, not for me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, the worst thing for your bank account is you get out of it and say, yeah, that's for me.
Oh, yeah. Don't bring that up. Don't bring that up.
Shh.
Do things for you, not for your bank account, right?
Exactly.
Live for you. Live for yourself.
You know
and your
who?
family.
You know who doesn't win? The person who dies with the most money.
So, Charlie,
That's right.
just ignore that comment. Ignore
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Ignore that comment.
Yeah, the first one's free, man. Don't worry about it. You'll be good.
Well, hey, Charlie, we'll see you out there. How about that?
Exactly. We'll be at NJMP. We'll actually be able to witness this.
Awesome.
So
That's exciting.
if Charlie needs
Yep.
any support or help, let us know. He knows us. Vicky knows him. I'm not
Cool.
using last names, so
And
Very-
Ben, you got plenty of time to clear your schedule to come up to NJMP as well.
that's true.
Yeah, I heard you can just delete everything out of your inbox, and then it's a whole lot easier to get places you need to go. Is that right?
It is. You just start over.
Speaking from experience, Mr. Jeremy, how many emails did you delete?
It was well over 30,000, and unfortunately, it wasn't just my inbox. It was everything that I had saved, everything
Yes.
that I had read, everything that
the
was
the novel you wrote,
unread.
gone.
Yeah, the novel, everything. I
heard it
just
was
rage
steamy.
deleted everything.
He had the steamy, smutty novel he had mostly written. I mean,
Mhm.
he had sent me sections, and I was like, "Whew,
Yeah,
I gotta get out of here."
the pictures were.
It
a
was
little
pretty
scary.
good.
Yeah.
The pictures were scary
Pictures.
with him acting them out by himself.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
kinda-
yeah. It was a little weird, but yeah.
Yeah.
I got the idea though. Very sorry you lost that, buddy.
Yeah. Who knew
Yeah,
Jeremy
I'll
was
have
so
to rewrite.
flexible? All right, listener chop dot
Chop.
underscore chop dot underscore. 2024 is a target of growth and experience as a driver on road courses. So what would we say? What would we say for that? Somebody wants to get growth and experience as a driver on road courses.
I wonder what old Chopper's been up to before this. But yeah, I mean, I hit a point in my life where I was like, I was kind of moving from oval racing and needing to find a new venue, and I also had a goal of getting more into road course racing and getting better at it. So I've been in the same spot. Chop underscore has been before too. Yeah, it's I was excited. I was excited to get into it. It's a great goal, especially to get more people into our sport and see more people out there. So it's a good goal. I wonder how Chop's going to jump on it. Did they say?
Did not say. I was thinking maybe we could give a couple suggestions.
Yeah, I mean, starting from the ground floor, you just go out there with your own car, right? Maybe put some good brake fluid in it. Go do a DE, driver education event, something like that.
That would be great. If you can't swing that schedule wise or fiscally, maybe an autocross.
Autocross is a very affordable option, like a tenth of the cost of a track weekend kind of thing these days. Is that about right? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's quite a tenth anymore, but it's much cheaper.
I remember paying $25 to autocross, but that was also 100,000 years ago. I told these guys I'm wearing a shirt from a driver education event that was in 2008. So my idea of the scale of these costs is a little bit off. Sorry.
Yeah. If Audra was on, she would be able to tell us, but I think it's somewhere around the $60 to $65 range up here in the Northeast.
That's not bad.
Depends where you're at, really. All right. You know what I would say? Don't wait. Don't wait for your car to be perfect. Don't wait for your turbo to get installed. Don't wait for your new engine swap. Don't just go with what you got, man. Go with what you got.
Like Ben said, I'm really curious as to what Chop has been up to prior to this goal. Does he have any experience on track? A little bit. Like what has he done prior? And then we could probably help further. We could probably help guide him with his goal.
We could chop it up for him.
Get back to his chop. We'll do a chop goals.
That's right.
Separate standalone episode. But yeah, it's a great aspiration. I have been there before, and it's exciting once you start getting into road course driving and racing, and as it sort of unfolds and you get more and more used to this and start building up your mental and physical vocabulary, it just gets more and more fun.
Mm-hmm. All right. Racer Greg, who is an experienced racer that I believe we all know and love.
Okay.
Is that Greg Biffle?
Different last name.
Biff.
Man.
He has perhaps the questionable goal of the responses so far.
Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
His goal, and I'm quoting here, is spending time with Alan Danvers, 3 exclamation points.
Weird.
What?
Greg, are you okay? Did you just get out of like floor 7 from the local hospital? Like,
let's do a wellness check on this guy, Greg.
Yeah.
How are you, bud?
no, just kidding, Alan. We love you.
We do love Alan.
I think my short and sweet summary is, Greg, you must aim higher.
Yeah.
But if your aspiration is to hang out with Alan Danvers, what are you going to gain from that? That guy's got some mechanical knowledge and some chops on putting engines together and stuff, right?
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's 4 races that he'll probably be at: pit race, Lemons,
Yep. I don't know if Alan's doing pit race. I haven't heard.
NJMP,
Yep.
Lemons,
New Hampshire,
New Hampshire, Lemons, Thompson Lemons. So there's your opportunity, Greg.
Yep.
There you go. We just put out an APB for where he's going to be and told you.
That's right. And perhaps he may even do an HPDE for once. Who knew?
Yeah, I think he's going to.
I believe that was one of his goals, if I remember right.
Yep.
All right. A former listener, former podcast guest, and frequent listener. I don't know if he has the entire ensemble of all 500 plus episodes, but some people have lives or taste. Either way, Justin writes in and says, "Nope, not one." And then he's just kidding. To be not only faster than last year, which in parentheses shouldn't be that hard, but also safer and more aware. Hopefully getting better in the rain, and maybe a podium at the Lime Rock Grid Life event.
Wow.
All right. I like it.
Yeah.
So
those sounds like things. Those sounds like skills that I'd build away from the flush and rush of competition. Maybe at driver education events, or just times where I could practice by myself without necessarily being in a competitive situation.
What about rain? What do you think about the rain aspect?
You just got to take that when you can get it. You pick up your rain skills wherever you get a chance to drive in the rain. I wish it was more often, but yeah, it's such an outlier. You just kind of got to jump on it when you get it, or you could go. If you have fairly good amount of resources and time, you can go rent a time on a skid pad. If you can find a skid pad close to you, there's one at VIR. I know there's one at Lime Rock. Yeah,
would be close to where Justin is.
Oh yeah, so that's something else to do if you're trying to pick up some wet driving time and you don't happen to be at the racetrack when it's wet. But I mean, some of my best wet driving experiences have been in the middle of a race. I've definitely gotten better, as I do it. And I don't think I got a lot of chances to drive in all those years of DE that I did. It rarely ever rained on us, and so some of the times I've gotten to drive the most in the rain. Rains at CMP all the time, so going up there and racing at Lemons at CMP, I got to drive in the rain a lot more than I had before.
Road Atlanta December is also a prime candidate for rain.
Yeah. It's true.
What about
if you
awareness?
Want to get better?
Oh, sorry.
Awareness. That was where I was going, right? If you want to get better with awareness, go in, whatever your rush hour traffic is on your busiest highway where you are, and drive that rush hour traffic back and forth multiple times. Do it 2 times a week, 3 times a week, and pick a target, right? So your first time out, you want to pay attention to all the cars in front of you and the ones beside you, right? Memorize what's in front of you, what's around you, what's behind you, right? So by the end of this, you'll know 360-degree awareness. The next time you go out, pay attention to everything and memorize what's behind you, right? So just do it in stages and steps, and don't drive, like a jerk, but like be out there and change lanes and memorize all of it. And that will make you a better driver in traffic.
And never look at the car in front of you.
Right.
Yeah. Or go to a Lemons race. If it sounds like you're doing grid life stuff, you're never going to see a lot of traffic. So come to a Lemons race. That will make you a better driver, period. In all aspects. Especially
if you're a competitive person and you're already a competitive racer, Justin, and you haven't had a chance to do Lemons. The variable speed among the entrants makes for crazy, just all kinds of traffic that you're passing all the time. And also it's a high concentration of cars on the track too. So I think that a good driver can come into a Lemons race. If they've been doing sprint racing or club racing for their whole career, they might pass more people in 2 hours of racing Lemons than they pass in their whole other racing career of just doing sprint races. But I think you're right. I would say, when you talk about trying to do the challenge traffic, as far as, ways to help your situational awareness when you're not at the track and not spending $800 a minute on the track time, that sounds like a great idea. And like you said, Jeremy, I mean, I would give myself a goal if I was working on it, like, all right, I'm going to change between here and this, here and where I'm going to get off and turn around. I want to change lanes from the far right lane to the far left lane and back, whatever it is. Just want to give yourself goals, like you said, a target. And, when you're doing that, you're going to have to be fairly aware. I wanted to ask you folks this because y'all are sometimes more conscious about these types of exercise than I am, but Do you guys do anything on the road to help with your eyes up kind of thing? We're always saying eyes up. Do you guys have a driving around just the street reminder mnemonic device or something you use to help you get your eyes up? Like, oh yeah, eyes up.
Well, the first thing I suggest is to all those that are listening that stare at their phones, put the phones down. That will help you keep your eyes up.
Yeah, you do not need your phone in the car.
No, under no circumstance, especially when you're towing.
Sure.
But I mean, I think what I try to do is I just try to pick a point in front of me. Just look up. Okay, there's a truck. I think that he's half a mile ahead of me, and just kind of see if I'm gaining on him or not, and just kind of keep my eyes up, looking at different landmarks, things like that. But other than that, I don't really honestly think about it too much, to be honest with you. I probably ought to. That's a good question.
I don't have one either. I'm already so over all this stuff that like I'm really good at doing it on tracks. I'm like I should be more disciplined about like reminding myself to keep my eyes up, but I don't have a device either. I just I know that sometimes you folks are better at putting more thought into this. That'd be one thing. Put a tie a string around your finger or something. But as part of your heightening your awareness away from the track, just things you can do to remind yourself to keep your eyes up, not just on the road, but I mean, keep your eyes up, be aware when you're walking around traffic, traffic in the mall, when you're walking around just people traffic too. That's another thing to think about, situational awareness there too. Just it's sort of developing a 360-degree approach to just being, not necessarily being in the car, but just being around, like being more aware of what's going on 360 around me all the time.
I would also offer for Justin, he may or may not know a Lemons team that we might be able to work something out.
Oh,
just saying.
All right.
Let's see.
Good luck, Justin.
We got two more.
Cool.
One from former podcast guest and probably has listened to every episode. He seems to be that kind of guy.
Oh yeah.
He wrote into, I believe he co-hosted a Dominating with Dawson with Mr. Ben Dawson. Tyler,
what's up?
That's right. He said that as a former guest and who does not have a podcast to hold myself accountable, he has some goals. He'd like to get his flight instructor certificate and start making some moolah flying. Good luck with that, Tyler. We are vastly not going to help you there.
So Tyler, we'll see you on the racetrack in 4 years after you get that, because you're going to have to do one or the other.
Yeah, the infinite bucket of money is going to be tough. So, all right. He says that's probably going to take a lot of time throughout the year and take a huge amount of money away from his racing. So he agrees already. He wants to get to 1 HPDE.
Cool.
I think that would be good. He says he's been to 6 Lemons races, but he hasn't done an HPDE yet. What do we think about that, Miss Vicki?
HPDEs are great.
Got to do
They
it.
really are.
Even after 6 Lemons races?
Even after 25 Lemons races.
Yeah. You always learn something. You can always focus on something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to me, the DE is the dojo where you train, and the race is the tournament where you go kick ass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that analogy. That's good.
You're welcome. I just thought of it.
So part of that is he wants to get some instruction from someone who knows better than him in his MX-3, which means that he's going to have to put a passenger seat in the MX-3.
Yeah, I knew he was building a little car. I'm glad you said that. I was trying to think of what he was building. That's a cool car.
Do it up. Do it up. If I'm around, I'll jump in the passenger seat.
100%. If
Bill,
you wait
I know
long
you
enough,
will too.
I know, 100%. I'm in. If you wait long enough, Miss Vicki will do it because she's going to be an instructor by the end of the year.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's right.
Hoping.
No, there's no hope. Just do. Let's see. Then he'd love to do, after that, he'd love to do a Lemons race and maybe at Gingerman or Road America. But budget may impact that.
Road America. Maybe he might be able to fly to Road America and watch.
Yeah. I'm a big proponent for Gingerman. Not that Road America is not awesome. I'm just saying Gingerman's quite fun, especially if you're trying to push yourself a little bit.
That's the
lot of
place with
runoff there, isn't
relatively
there?
low consequences, right?
almost zero. You
Yeah.
almost have to find them.
There are consequences at Road America.
There are significant consequences at Road America. Let's see. He wants to keep the car on the track and finish it in the top half of C, which I think is good for performance.
Doable.
He does not have any quantitative data about his driving.
Start with an Apex Pro.
That's kind of where I'm at. I like the Apex Pro. If you can swing it, grab one. If you can't swing it, borrow one. Apex Pro or the Catalyst would be good, especially for what you're looking for to do. And they're portable, so you can put them in and out.
Or the Solo.
Yeah, Solo's not bad. Yeah,
No,
it's a
I like
little
the
harder to digest the data.
DL2, I think, is what it is, right?
Solo 2, yeah.
Yeah,
DL.
Solo 2.
Yeah.
DL. Yep, that's the one I
Yep.
like.
Yeah, DL just means you can data log. You can get a Solo 2 and still get all the data. It's just it doesn't do some things the DL does.
Yeah.
I like the Apex because it's very simple.
It is. And then it's got more depth as you get out of the car. Let's see.
Yeah.
He wants an episode to go over the difference between being a better driver and a faster driver. Well, luckily, we have the ability to make said episode.
Yeah, they're two different things sometimes.
They are. They're
Yes,
complementary.
They can be two different things. They can be very they can
You can be
very much be two different things.
You can be really the thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to be really fast and a bad driver. That's the bad quadrant. You know, like if you got good driver, bad driver on one side, and then you got fast driver, slow driver. The quadrant you don't want to be is bad, fast driver. Only bad things happen there.
Learn before you try to get too fast.
For sure.
Yep.
So Tyler, let us know if we can help. We have literally, I think we have way more than half, almost all the telemetries, and we're not on the track every weekend in spite of all our desires to be. So if we can help, let us know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you can do that. And the final one, saved for last, we have a don't know if they're a listener. It's someone new. Her name is Mary. Her second goal is she wants to do some hill climbs and get some PRs on every track she goes to.
Nice.
I think that would be fantastic. I've never done a hill climb. Does that seem like fun?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I could show up to a hill climb and somebody had a car ready, I could just jump in and do it. Or if I could just drive every car up the hill one time and leave, yeah, that'd be great. That's how I could do it.
You see the surprised look on my face with Ben saying, if somebody could have a car, I would do it. I'm like, yeah, we know Ben. I think everybody knows Ben.
But also, I don't
I
want
think
to
it
build
sounds
a
like fun.
climb car. It looks like a blast, but I don't want to build a specific vehicle to do it either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's that. We can't even keep the cars on track. Never mind build another one.
We could just use my track rat and just go up and have fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
There you go.
There's some hill climbs right by our house. There's probably some up by you too, Jeremy.
There's quite a few up here, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of hills.
It's a great way to place your car from one place into the woods.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully not too far
Car is
into
one
the
place,
woods.
then down into the woods.
Yeah, hopefully not too far into the woods. Yeah. Well, we're not talking Pikes Peak, I don't think so. We're talking.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so negative about hill climbs. I just did see a guy driving a Corvette into the woods one time. I was like, man, that sucks.
I remember this is nothing negative about the man. He's probably one of the best, if not the best driver we know. But I remember the one time Randy was doing the Pikes Peak and he forgot where he was on the course and went,
yeah.
That was bad.
I remember the interview after that. They're like, what happened? He's like, man, I just kind of lost track of where I was and boom.
Yeah. One thing he does now, he won't do Pikes Peak without oxygen.
Yeah, well, I mean, damn, why not? Keep that brain fed.
Yeah. Don't want to be dumb going fast. And we all know Randy goes fast. All right. So most importantly, Mary's first goal is to, I believe she wrote it as kick cancer's ass. And
hell yeah, Mary.
You go, Mary.
We cannot support you enough on that.
Absolutely. I just survived some cancer my damn self. this year. It's tough. I wish you the best of luck.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't know if we can do
We're with
anything
you.
with. Don't know if we can do anything for the cancer aspect except support you. And
Absolutely.
but if there's something with hill climbs or track stuff, let us know. And if that helps you with feeling better and kicking cancer's ass, we're in.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Those are all some of the best goals I could think of. Starting with number one, and then rolling on into number two. Those are some great goals, Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
And
100%.
we are here to help. Let us know.
Yeah, 100%. We'll do what we can.
Yep.
We are not a fountain of information for hill climb expertise, but we know a thing or two about personal records. You know what I can say, and I'm not bragging here. So I have a personal record on every track I've ever been to.
Me too. I've set some personal bests. Let me tell you.
That's right. I don't know.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you very much.
I have a friend of mine who is a hill climb guy, and his name is Jeff Denamede.
Oh, I've seen that name on Facebook before.
Future podcast guest.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you got questions or things, I can see if I can't get you in touch with him, and he can definitely help you out with trying to get you into hill climbing.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. I want all of the people who wrote in with goals to be successful, and I'm happy to help them. But I'd be extremely happy to help Mary with anything she needs, especially.
100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Jeremy and Ben, you guys weren't able to participate in our fully goal episode due to schedules. Do you guys have any goals going in?
Yeah, my goal for 2024, I didn't get to the only time I got to the racetrack was to help kind of support and coach a buddy for one weekend in 2023. So my goal for the 2024 is just to be sitting in the driver's side of a race car at least once this year.
Awesome.
We can make that happen.
Yeah. we have seats for you, sir.
All right.
You just need to bring your seat to our seat. And
I'm gonna bring my birthday suit. Fire suit.
I mean, if they let you on the track with the birthday suit, whatever. I'm not going to say anything.
I will stage a Ricky
judgy.
Bobby. I'll stage a Ricky Bobby type event where I run around in my tidy whities.
Okay.
You got to do that. That'd be awesome.
Oh. Speaking as someone who saw Jeremy run around in very tidy yellowies, Jeremy, any goals? Anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna fit better in those tidy yellow thingies this year.
Oh,
Nice.
well, it would help if they weren't Jennifer's.
Got his ass.
She's but a bitty thing.
I know.
Hold my beer.
Dude, I'd have to hold a whole keg for you to be the size of Jennifer.
We actually brought out the uniforms. And of course, I said, this is Jennifer's, and Jeremy's like, oh no, here, I'll take that.
Yeah. Somebody was like, you won't do it after I said that. Yeah. Hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Yeah.
Any driving goals?
So I do have a few goals. Last year was an epic fail on goals due to work. One of my goals for 2023 was to do more instructing, whether that was locally or with Extreme Experience. And I did that with Extreme Experience. I think I did 28 events last year.
Yeah, you were quite ridiculous.
So wow. That's 28 weekends that I was, gone for 6 days.
Oh, wow.
So I was on track.
Wifey must have loved you.
No, not at all.
No.
So I was on track a lot last year, which was one of my goals, but it came at a cost because I wasn't able to get any of the race cars finished or anything like that. So
nor HPDEs for Mr. Jeremy.
I did one HPDE last year.
Really? When?
New Jersey. Grid Life.
Oh, that's right. You were there.
Remember?
Yeah. No, I forgot.
Miss Jackie was helping us all out.
I'm sorry, Jeremy. We
Oh,
do so
I
many.
love that.
Yeah, we do so many HPDEs.
Remember,
it's hard to keep track of them.
He was plucking parts off our car.
That's true. Our car became a parts car.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Ben. As much as that's a story for another day. So I do want to get to more HPDEs this year. I want to lose the weight that I need to lose. And the big epic fail was the team events, right? So I wanted to do more team events. We only did one, and that was the NJMP. So I think this year I want to try to get some more team events going on. Even if we get to a track a day early or a day late, we do a barbecue, we do something at somebody's house that's close, that kind of stuff. And my goal last year was to do 5 races, one of them being a destination race. And due to being so busy, I did 3 races with no destination race. So that's again.
What's your goal? What's your goal destination race? Where do you want to be?
Allow me to say VIR with Hyperfest in May.
Honestly, I think my destination race this year, if we can get this BMW together, is going to be AER VIR.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So,
and if it doesn't get together, we'll have AER and JMP.
Yep. And also Sonoma. A friend of mine in December. I was supposed to go last December, but he ended up not racing. So this year, I'm looking to go to Sonoma for Lemons in December.
Oh, it's a fun track.
I really like it. It quickly made it up to my to the almost the top of the list for tracks this year.
Really? So what's your top 3 right now?
Oh, that's tough.
Or so.
Well, again, I haven't been to VIR. I haven't been to Road America. I haven't been to the Glen. But a private track actually here in New Hampshire, Club Motorsports. That's up in number 1.
Why?
It's just everything about it. It's got all of it. It's got elevation. It's got big straightaways. It's got, corners that are all linked together, hairpins. It's got all kinds of stuff.
I just haven't been there, so I was wondering why.
Sonoma. And then I would have to say, oh God, I don't know.
It's hard because a lot of the tracks you've been in stellar pieces of equipment, so it's hard to tell.
It really is. It's really, really hard to tell.
Let's say non-extreme tracks.
Oh, it's easy. Never mind. I don't even know what I'm thinking about. Pit race.
I was going to say, just because you had a bad day there one time.
No, pit race. Yeah. I like the big fast tracks. And all 3 of those, my top 3 are the big fast tracks. And for me, honestly, pit race ekes out Sonoma, but I haven't run Sonoma in the course that is normally raced. We did it with the Extreme Experience. We did a little different configuration.
There's so many different configurations they could do with that track.
Yeah. So running the normal racing configuration with the carousel down through the hill. I think that might take over the number 2 spot, but yeah, those would be my top 3.
Okay. All right, cool. So obviously if you write in, we will make an episode over your goals. So let us know.
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, garageheroesandtraining@gmail.com.
And if you write in and we really like it, we might have you come on the podcast.
Maybe. Open invites. Definitely. We do an episode like every week. So anyway.
Always talking about something.
Always something. Oh, Ben, you forgot one of your goals. You did text me 2 goals for this year. One was to get on track in 2024, and one was to eat solid food.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm back on the solid food already. So 2024 is going great.
50% of the way there.
But I gotta say, I stressed to my family before I had this big surgery to get my face rearranged. I stressed that the doctor had mentioned in one of the pre-op consults that ice cream was going to be one of the most important ways I could get calories into my body when my face was in such a compromised state. So I made sure to tell my family that many, many times. And also the ice cream did show up. So I missed the ice cream some, but it is nice to be able to eat crunchy stuff again too, for sure.
I apparently would have a very bad day because lactose intolerant. If that's the only food I can eat, I'm going to have a very bad day. So
tough day.
Yeah.
Tough day. All right.
Yeah.
Very well. All right. Well, great goals. Thanks for everybody for writing in, and hopefully we helped a little bit. And if we can help more, let us know.
Yeah, thanks a lot for writing in. That was really cool to hear what people are up to and what they're excited about this year.
Exactly.
Yeah, please don't be shy because we're not.
No,
Yeah.
no. After that costume, Jeremy, I know you're not shy.
Oh man.
Pictures to follow. Anyway, thanks everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Night.
All right, we good to go?
Hey, Bill,
Jeremy.
I don't have that doc.
Yeah, that's all right. You do.
No, remember I rage quit?
Oh, I know.
I rage deleted
I-
everything.
I know. I've invited you to this doc so many times.
Wait a minute. What? You rage quit?
Yeah.
No, I rage deleted every email, 33,000 emails in my
Unread
account.
emails.
Yeah, I
No,
kind of did that.
unread and read.
Oh, you did
Everything.
all of them?
Everything's gone.
Wow. I kind of did that, but I kind of did it by accident. So
Yeah. All right, Jeremy, you're re-invited again.
All right. Jump in there.
oh,
All right. Very well. Good to go?
good to go.
All right.